Sometimes life doesn't give you a choice. You don't choose where you're born. You don't choose who raises you. And sometimes you don't even choose to have parents at all. This is the story of Emmanuel, a poor orphan, a forgotten child, a boy the world had already given up on. But Emmanuel did not give up on himself. Emmanuel was born in a small village where life was already hard, but for him it was harder. Before he could even understand what love truly meant, his parents were gone. No mother to hold him, no father to protect him, just silence and survival. Other children had homes to return to. Emmanuel had only an empty hut and cold nights. In the village, people looked at Emmanuel differently, not with kindness, but with pity and sometimes disgust. Some chased him away. Some pretended not to see him. Some whispered, "That's the orphan." Hunger became his daily companion, and tears became his silent language. At night, Emmanuel would lie under the stars, his stomach empty, his heart full of questions. Why me? What did I do wrong? One morning, as the sun rose, Emmanuel made a decision. He was tired of begging, tired of being invisible, tired of waiting for help that never came. If the world would not save him, he would save himself. With nothing but courage and fear in his heart, Emmanuel walked toward the forest, a place people feared, a place full of danger, but also a place full of possibility. The forest was not kind. It tested Emmanuel every day. He learned to hunt with simple tools. He failed many times. Some days he caught nothing. Rain soaked him. Injuries weakened him. Hunger followed him closely. But Emmanuel refused to quit. Each failure taught him patience. Each pain taught him strength. One day he caught his first animal. It was small, but to Emmanuel it meant life. As time passed, Emmanuel noticed something. The soil near the river was rich. Plants grew easily there. An idea was born. He began to plant seeds, not knowing if they would grow, not knowing if his effort would pay off. But he planted them anyway, because hope is planted before success. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Emmanuel protected his crops day and night, from animals, from storms, from doubt. And one day, the crops grew. For the first time in his life, Emmanuel harvested food he had created with his own hands. He cried, not because of the crops, but because he finally believed in himself. Emmanuel returned to the village, not as a beggar, but as a provider. He sold meat from hunting. He sold crops from farming. People were shocked. The orphan they once ignored was now standing strong. He didn't waste his earnings. He reinvested. He expanded. Slowly, Emmanuel grew wealthy. With success came respect. But Emmanuel did not become proud. He remembered hunger. He remembered pain. He remembered being alone, so he helped others. He taught children skills. He gave food to the hungry. He became what he once needed. One evening, Emmanuel stood on a hill overlooking the forest. The same forest that once terrified him had changed his life. He realized something powerful. His pain was not punishment. It was preparation. His struggle was not the end. It was the beginning. If you're listening to this and you feel lost, if life has been unfair to you, if you feel forgotten, remember Emmanuel. Never give up. Never stop trying. Never let your past decide your future, because where you start does not determine where you will end. Your story is still being written.